Hello everybody. A very, very warm welcome to Turin. Liverpool take on Marseille here in the Westie TV Champions League quarter-finals. It's been a big journey for these two teams. Liverpool topped the league stage. Marseille triumphed in the playoff against the FBC 5. And tonight here in Turin, a neutral venue for a big, big quarter-final tie. Well, I tell you what, it is warm. It is very, very warm. And Liverpool and Arne Slot have Virgil van Dijk as the captain. Mamardashvili returns to the lineup and starts in goal. Robertson, Van Dijk, Kanate, Frimpong, Engamoa, McAllister, Plesher and Salah. Szoboszlai and Alexander Isak starts up front for the third time this season in the Champions League. Well, Liverpool have been one of the most outstanding sides in this competition this season. They've had some big wins. Marseille, on the other hand, they've had the most draws in the league stage, but they can be able to surprise maybe in extra time, maybe penalties too, if it does end up going there. Keep an eye tonight on Francois Colou up front. This could be a big, big night for him. Of course, he goes on towards the World Cup with France in a few weeks. Mrevier, Medina, Corto, Pava, Murillo, Højbjerg, Timber, Majewski, Guiri, Nwaneri and Francois Colou start up front. It's could be the last appearances for Majewski and Mrevier too. Of course, their contracts will run down here at Marseille at the end of the summer. They've been announced in negotiations, but I don't think if the rumours are true, I don't think it's going to happen. Here we go then. Liverpool kick off the quarter-finals and it's underway here in Turin. Here's Mo Salah. Played across for Alexander Isak. Wide and across. Pavard into Hubert Majewski. Colou down for Guiri. Well, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg takes the captain's armband tonight. I think Colou is giving it to him. And Colou through McAllister's legs. Murillo into Nwaneri. Back across for Facundo Medina. Corto. Højbjerg. Guiri picking up the ball for Majewski. Medina. Marseille looking very dangerous right now. Here's Guiri. Turns Frimpong outside. Colou inside the area. Here's to Quinton Timber. And it's just about nicked away by the Liverpool defence. Salah, well, he played the last Premier League game the other week. And now he's got 3 more games potentially in the Champions League before it all comes to a close. Murillo into Ethan Nwaneri. Guiri. Højbjerg, Majewski, Colou's free on a run. Here's Francois Colou! It's the crossbar. Saw his name up in lights. Well, Marseille have certainly looked the better side so far. Virgil van Dijk gets the ball off Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri is, of course, an Arsenal loanee. He's been brought into Marseille this season. Arsenal are now the Premier League champions, of course, and this will be a huge, huge interest in the rest of the season. Here's Mo Salah inside the area for Liverpool. Oh, brilliant! Curls round Revier. And Liverpool with the first attack Have a brilliant, brilliant finish from Mo Salah. That's trademark away into the top corner. And Mo Salah, well, the Egyptian king reigns on another game longer. Marseille then, well, they had all the momentum and now it's just come crashing down. Here's Murillo. They've got to get exciting, Marseille. They do have to... Remember, they can take this extra time if they feel the need. And Francois Collou will have a free kick now to swing into the Marseille area. Collou, nice and high, looking for Quinton Timber. Down by Majewski. Facundo Medina into Guiri. Corto. Højbjerg. Majewski tried to flick it onto Collou, but it was imperiously taken out by Konate and Van Dijk. Szoboszlai now on the ball. Engamoa cut out by Quinton Timber. It's hard to not see Rio Engamoa not starting for Liverpool next season full time. What a breakout season he's had. All the way from that first goal against Newcastle in the Premier League, he's been so exciting. Maybe a future England star at the 2030 World Cup. Here's Guiri. Here's Francois Collou, shrugged off by Konate. Marseille want a foul, but it's not been given. Mo Salah. Frimpong to Salah again. Plesher. Well, he's been a very exciting season actually, Bartan Plesher. There were 5 goals in this comp. I think that actually went up a bit actually towards the end, but up there with a lot of goals and assists in this competition. One of the most exciting players we've seen. He's been picked for Croatia at the World Cup. We'll see that live here on Westie TV. Isak wide out to Rio Engamoa, offside. Well, it was... Oh, I don't know actually. No, okay, he doesn't really have a... Sometimes the angle really does throw you off. Mark Goldbridge-esque really, to be honest, but... Pavard knocked into the box to Collou. Guiri. Højbjerg into Francois Collou again. Just waiting for Majewski to make the run, but it's a clever play from Marseille now. Collou's on the ball again. Medina. Højbjerg. And that is the half-time break. Marseille not allowed to continue their attack. It was a bit too long. But a brilliant goal from Mo Salah separates the sides at the half-time break. Liverpool will be marching on to the semi-finals as it stands. But the half-time break then. Liverpool 1. Marseille 0. Welcome back then everybody. Second half underway here in Turin, and well, Liverpool are ahead at the break. They've had a very, very good start to this quarter-final tie in the Westie TV Champions League. Of course, this is one of 7 games left in this competition this year before we return for next season. Which will be very exciting. The new FC27, we'll see how that plays out. Højbjerg into Guiri. Guiri trying to play Nwaneri, and Robertson clears out and away. Andy Robertson, another Liverpool legend who's leaving. Famous 2019 side. Nwaneri played into Collou. Allowed to Højbjerg. Collou cut out by Van Dijk. Plesher plays away to Salah. And now Liverpool are looking to run again. Martin Plesher. Wide of the ball, and Rio Engamoa heads it into Amine Guiri, and now Marseille looking to counter again. Antoine Corto. Majewski. Højbjerg. Played into Kolu. Great save. Nwaneri. Gonna pounce on it. It's in. The Loney signing has put Marseille level in Turin against Liverpool. Well, the camera froze for a second. Kolu had his shot saved. Nwaneri pounced on it. And we are back on level terms and in with a shout of an incredible finish. Half an hour to go then. Winner takes all. Or will we see Liverpool be taken all the way by Marseille to penalties? This is the excitement of the quarter-finals now. Isak played into Szoboszlai, tackled from behind by Marseille. Kolu and Konate, and there's a foul given, and I think against Liverpool. So Marseille will have a big chance now to maybe steal it. Nwaneri's coming off. Job done. And Florian Wirtz coming on, and Pacquiao coming on as well for Marseille. Pavard brought into Hubert-Mievski. Kolu into Højbjerg. Timber onto Murillo. Oh, Marseille looking like this could be their time. Timber, Højbjerg, Kolu. Timber's finding space on the right hand side for Murillo. Great pass. Knocked in by Pacquiao. Looking at the back post from Mievski, and Mamardashvili picks up the ball. Now Salah. Early magic he might need to recreate. Wirtz played on to Salah again. Martin Plescher. Isak to Wirtz. Timber goes sliding in and misses the ball. Rio Ngamoa. Laid across, and it's going to be going out of play. Unfortunate there for Alexis McAllister. Well, this was the Nwaneri goal again, and probably the easiest goal to score in about a few years. Kolu and Wirtz going at it together. 10 to go here in Turin of normal time before we need to call in an extra half an hour. Here's Kolu. Mievski. Mamardashvili into Virgil van Dijk. Wirtz. Here's Isak on the ball for Liverpool. And that's offside, and Liverpool had the sting taken out the attack. A triple substitution here for Liverpool. Roll the dice, why not? Aubameyang comes on for Guiri too. Chiesa, Ekitike. And I think Curtis Jones coming on as well. So some of the big Liverpool stars have come off, which is a huge, huge moment for maybe Liverpool here. Here's Højbjerg. 2 minutes added on. What do you reckon? Murillo knocked into Kolu over the bar. That could have been it. That could have been it for the Frenchman. Well, Mamardashvili needs a big, big, big kick now. I don't think I can emphasise big enough. And that is the full-time whistle then. Extra time awaits Marseille and Liverpool here in Turin. This is a tournament which has taken us all the way in the past. Might we see some drama at the last? Liverpool 1, Marseille 1. Welcome back, everybody. Well, you don't often see this, do you? Extra time in the competition. And Kirkesh comes on for Rio and Gamoa. So Liverpool have really brought out all the stops, and I think that's all their 5 substitutions now. So Endo and McAllister are on. Kondogbia has come on for Timber as well for Marseille. So, what do you reckon then, guys? Here's Ekitike. Revier saved nicely. Here's Højbjerg. Kondogbia into Aubameyang. Kolu. Wide for Hubert-Mievski. Great touchdown. Kolu trying to lay across. Endo in the way. Here's Wirtz. Jones on to Ekitike. Kirkesh. Whipped into the box looking for Curtis Jones. Corto heads clear. Here's Wataru Endo. Curtis Jones! Great save by Eric Revier. Jones lined it up and he thought that might be it. Well, the league stage winners going out in the quarter-finals would be a huge, huge moment in this competition. Kirkesh whipping the ball across. Kondogbia is there. It's punted upfield. Kolu's looking for it and he does get the ball. Here's Mievski. Played forward. Francois Kolu heads the ball down, and that's going to be the half-time break and extra time. Well, 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes for one of these two teams. Are we going to see penalties, or are we going to see a winner? Whatever happens, half-time, 1-1. Here we go. 15 more minutes to try and find a result. Kolu's off for Timothy Weah. So, they've taken the big man off top. So it's all down now to Liverpool and Marseille to battle it out. Chiesa into Wataru Endo. Played across for Kirkesh. Oh, brilliant! Liverpool have finally got the lead back. Kirkesh with the run. Marseille have fallen to their knees in distraught. And Milos Kirkesh has put Liverpool ahead at the death. Ten more minutes then. Marseille have got to find something. And I'm not sure they will. Here's Pacquiao. Murillo. Needs to get the crossing, needs to get it in now. Here's Aubameyang. Oh, he's wide of the mark. Edge of your seat stuff. This is incredible. I've never seen a game like this in a long, long time. 5 to go, and Liverpool are just about hanging on. Wirtz. Ball drops in the middle. Aubameyang's there. Kondogbia to Weah. Got to play it forward. The boys in blue have got to play it forward. Here's Aubameyang. They might not have a lot of time here. Højbjerg. Mievski. Aubameyang. Here's Timothy Weah. Kondogbia. They've got to shoot. They're going to take too long. I think they are going to take too long. Marseille fall at the end. Liverpool through to the semi-finals. City or Bayern await with the tie tomorrow night in Baku, but Liverpool have done the job. The semi-finals now await. But Marseille go home. We'll see Francois Colou at the World Cup. Say goodbye to Majewski and Eric Revier. But at full time, Liverpool 2, Marseille 1.